So listen, it's brilliant to be here at the Microsoft event this week. You know, what we're here to do is to meet meet other partners at Microsoft, like the likes of Insono and Civica and people like that, and engage on iQCloud, our new solution that we're bringing to market. So we're obviously partnering with Microsoft. We're working with the cloud economics team, building a relationship there. And it's really exciting to be here. What's brilliant about iQCloud is, we focus on application discovery and dependency mapping, right? And we have a very unique approach to it in terms of most organizations, when they traditionally want to move things to the cloud, they look at the underlying infrastructure and then they try to scope out and scale the move plan, the migration plan based on the infrastructure components. Whereas what we do is we take a service-first discovery approach. So we look at the critical business services and applications, and we come in at a top-down perspective on that. So we build the topology maps for that assessment phase, so you understand how the application hangs together, its interdependencies with other applications, and the full stack from service all the way down to underlying infrastructure. That plays really heavily into moving it to the cloud, because now you know the impact analysis and how you can move it. What's really good about the partnership that we're working together with Microsoft on and building is, obviously they're a cloud provider, right? So they have the Microsoft Azure environment where they want to shift and lift workloads to that environment. So us helping them do the assessment phase and then the plan and migrate phase really works well together, right? Their cloud economics team has been brilliant. We've been working with those guys, in terms of funding the assessments with their partners, and it's been really, really exciting to be involved with these guys. iQCloud is an application and business service mapping tool, right? So traditional legacy discovery tools come from a bottom-up perspective in terms of discovering infrastructure components and then building on top of that. The challenge with those traditional legacy tools is that you have to do what's called business application modeling. So you need a lot of consultants to be engaged on top of the data that's found and build out those topology maps for impact analysis, risk assessment, and also cloud migration planning. What iQuate does very differently with iQCloud is we look at the communication flows. So we track the netstat traffic between sort of the exe files, software files on the servers. We track the traffic, the comms traffic between servers and databases. So we're automatically able to build out a topology map of the application based on its underlying infrastructure. What's also really brilliant is you can give us a single point of entry. So you can give us like a web server or a URL address or a database or a specific server, and we can then do 6 degrees of separation on that. And what I mean by that is we can start scan, look at the interdependencies of that, then scan those interdependencies because we look at the communication traffic. That speeds up assessments from like 3 months using legacy technology to like 3 days we can do an assessment in. So it's very next gen technology that we have. There's 3 real areas that we focus on with iQCloud. So there's obviously cloud migration, your traditional cloud assessments and migrating to the clouds, right? But one of the areas that we're working very heavily with around Microsoft is Microsoft's end of life, right? So Server and SQL 2008 end of life, and I believe coming not too long away in the future is 2012 end of life, right? So we can help in terms of building out the assessment of the estate, find the devices that are end of life. Then we can look at what applications sit on those devices, and then we can tell you the risk impact and the assessment, the topology map of those. That's really critical for organizations to know the impact assessment of the end of life for Microsoft's estate. And why is that? Because they have to understand the risk associated with their business critical applications, and then what they have to do to move them to, say, Azure or to next generation platforms.